What's good, everyone? This is day 22 of talking about my life and my journey to success. Today was quite a hard day, which leads me to my point that giving up is my biggest fear. It's days like these where it's hard on my mental. All I really want to do is just relax, and even though my heart is telling me, or my mind is telling me to keep going, but something inside me just wants to give up. And obviously, I'm not going to let that happen, but it's always in the back of my head. Or not really. It's just like, it's kind of just there. It's like a feeling that's not only motivating me to go further, because it's telling me, like, yo, it's still there. Like, it's still tempting to stop, but I'm going to keep going anyways. But it's always there. It's always like, oh, why not just watch this one video? Like, what will it change? And it's kind of like the devil's talking to me. Just like when you have problems with masturbation, uh, it's that like urge, and where I don't really have that urge, and I'm not talking about masturbation anymore. I don't really have that urge just to like entertain myself and just give up, but it's always in the back of my head, and yeah, it's my biggest fear. I feel like if I were to quit, I would be in so much regret. I would just be so sad and disappointed with myself if I did. And it's scaring me to the point that I'll never give up. Honestly. I really don't know what it would take to let me give up because number one, I have a ultra supportive buddy which always keeps me motivated and really just he repeats the purpose of us starting in the first place, and he always reminds me of the goals and the achievements and the fun times we will have if this shit actually works. And it's just so motivating, and that it will keep me going no matter what. I've had days. To be honest, this is a tough day, so I did have worse days than this, and a simple call could literally turn me into a much more motivated and happier person, to be honest. So yeah, it is definitely a fear though. Like that's why it's pushing me so hard. Some people, and I think that's the problem with some of these people. They really don't care. They start something and then they don't really care for giving up. They'll say, "Okay, let me just give it one more day and then I'll start." But it ends up never happening. And me and Daniel were actually talking about this. We started off actually as a group of three. Another guy called Nick, just similar to my name, but not exactly. He used to be in our group. We kind of had this trio going for less than a week, actually, until we found out that this guy is not motivated. Like, we could see it from the way he talks, or not really, but the way he acts 100%. He didn't show up to calls and just showed that he wasn't as motivated and as disciplined and as just driven as we are. So we want to cut that person off. That's just someone who is not on our wavelength, and the only thing he'll do is just slow us down by feeling comfortable and by feeling enough. This guy was eating Oreos in our call. I'm not saying like that's crazy, but like it just shows that like it just shows something. You guys know what I mean. Just eating shit food. Anyways, so yeah, and I actually love the feeling of kind of being scared because the scared feeling pushes me forward. Being scared to not succeed, which I am super scared. I'm super worried that I will not succeed and I will just be a fucking average ass kid living an average ass life, and that's so boring. I don't want to be average. I want to be like something crazy. I want to get so much money and then build something absolutely incredible afterwards that has such a big impact on the world. Um, I just have so many big plans, and the fear of failing is so prominent in my mind that every day and every time I go do something, that's a part of the motivation. I would say like 50% is honestly that, and the other is it's like Daniel or organic motivation. Who knows? But it helps, and I really don't know how you can train yourself to have this sort of point of view. Honestly, I think it's just shifting your values. You have to go on a dopamine detox or start, being surrounded by these people who are making so much more than you or who are so much smarter than you, and honestly motivate you to be kind of disappointed in yourself and want more. People say that wanting more is a bad thing. It is to an extent when you have everything but you want more. But when you have nothing, like someone like me, it's it's huge. And though I tell myself I know I have a limit, like for example, next 3 years I make like 10 million a year. Uh, I feel like I will tell myself, yo, we're chilling at this stage. Like we don't need to go higher, but who knows? I think I'm gonna change. I've changed a ton. I used to think like $100 was crazy. Like that was I used to set a goal of $100 a month. So things have changed, and they will in the future. That's gonna be today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.